A mother is among 4 charged in connection to a deadly shooting in July of a 17-year-old in Columbia, Lancaster County, what the DA has told us so far.
Keeping people safe.
The police can check those cameras and find out what's going on.
Or violating their rights.
In a free country, citizens are not surveilled.
How some say flock cameras help law enforcement, while others say they hurt the community.
Staying dry and comfortable for your Tuesday. Enjoy it while it lasts. Find out when the storms and the higher humidity return in the updated forecast.
Saved at the last second.
Obviously, it was a very scary thing.
A truck driver rescued from an oncoming train.
These men and women are willing to take the risk.
How firefighters were able to jump into action so quickly.
WGAL News 8 at 10 starts now.
I'm hoping that they catch the kid that did it, and they give him life.
That interview when News 8 spoke to a homicide victim's mother 2 weeks ago. Now she's also facing charges in his death. Good evening, I'm Jerry Gish.
And I'm Lori Burkholder. 17-year-old Wilfredo Garcia was shot and killed in Columbia, Lancaster County. Last week, Jose Lopez III was charged with shooting and killing Garcia. And then today, the district attorney announced 4 more people were charged, including Garcia's mother.
News 8's AJ Sisson is live at the Wagon Works Apartments off of Plain Street. And AJ, what else are we hearing from the DA's office tonight?
Jerry, Lori, the night that this happened, the DA says the teenagers, who all know each other, over the course of several hours were drinking alcohol and passing around 2 guns that around the time of the shooting when this happened. And now the victim's mother is being accused of giving those teenagers alcohol and misleading police.
Anytime you have guns and alcohol and underage individuals, it's a recipe for disaster.
19-year-old Bryant Ramos of West Hempfield Township, 19-year-old Xavier Michener of Columbia, and an unnamed 17-year-old are charged, as well as 42-year-old Tamara Rosario, Garcia's mother, who was home at the time and spoke with WGAL News 8 in July after her son's death.
And my son was still breathing. I compressed his face where they shot him in his face.
Now, the DA's office tells News 8 Rosario denied knowing how many people are in her home and hid the teenagers' identities from police.
The detectives were led down, led on a little bit of a wild goose chase during the early stages of the investigation.
Ramos and the 17-year-old are both charged with tampering with evidence after the DA says they took the 2 guns and gun parts and hid them in different places, including York, Lidditz, and the Mount Joy area.
It did take some significant investigation in order to actually find, the weapon that was used in this case.
A neighbor who lives a few houses away from the apartment complex says this is rare for this area.
It's been peaceful, quiet, great neighbors. You shouldn't be feeding your kids alcohol. You shouldn't let them have a gun in the house.
One of the most dangerous things in the community right now is juveniles with firearms, and we take it extremely seriously.
That neighbor and the DA's office took the time today to encourage parents to know who your children are hanging out with and that if you have a gun in the home, to keep it secure. The DA also tells us that Rosario, the victim's mother, turned herself into police today. According to court documents, she has a preliminary hearing scheduled for next Tuesday, the 11th. In Columbia, Lancaster County, AJ Sisson, WGAL News 8.
AJ, thank you. New tonight, state police are asking the public to look out for a missing 17-year-old girl they say was picked up by an unknown man in Westmoreland County and was last seen in Lancaster. Officials with the Westmoreland County District Attorney's Office says Samantha Missick was seen leaving her home on July 24th.
And police say she was reportedly picked up by a man driving a green Subaru Outback. State police say she was spotted in Lancaster as recently as 2 days ago. Missick is described by police as 5 foot 4 inches, weighing 125 pounds, and has autism. She has red hair and brown eyes and was last seen wearing a black shirt and black pants. Anyone with information regarding her whereabouts is asked to call PSP Greensburg Station at the number you see right there on your screen. And a close call there for that driver after he got his truck stuck on the train tracks with an incoming train there in Lebanon County. This happened early Saturday morning in Richland Borough, within a few hundred feet from the Neptune Fire Department. 2 firefighters and a bystander ran to help after hearing that crash. They were able to pull that driver to safety within seconds before a Norfolk Southern freight train crashed into his truck.
It just shows that, these men and women are willing to take the risk and do what it takes to help somebody in their time of need.
And we did reach out to the construction company listed on the side of the truck to see how that driver is doing, but have not heard back. Norfolk Southern says the train crew was not injured and the incident is being investigated.
Now to the storm team forecast. A live look over parts of the Susquehanna Valley tonight. Pleasant weather set to continue tomorrow.
Yeah, just a fabulous day today. Looking forward to another one tomorrow. Meteorologist Ethan Houston here with the details.
Yeah, we're finally starting to see that drier air settle on in, but it's not going to be around for long, so enjoy it while it lasts. It's that combination that we typically get not in August, but in late September. You've got the seasonal warmth, but that fall-like humidity, that's going to be around through the night tonight and also for your Tuesday. Here's a look at the current temperatures. Right now, 73 degrees in Lancaster, the same in Lebanon, and 75 if you're joining us from Camp Hill. But the big difference compared to this time yesterday is the lower humidity. Right now, we're seeing those dew points sitting in the low to mid 60s, making it seasonably sticky, but ever so slightly. Through the night tonight, it's going to be a tranquil starlit night with temperatures down into the mid 60s for our lows, and then it's a gorgeous day tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 80s, but humidity values stay in check. Clouds start moving back in. That's the sign of change. So tomorrow is the nicest day of the next week. In fact, I think the nicest day of the next 10 days, but then we start to return to that more active wet weather pattern with daily chances for showers and thunder showers starting Wednesday on into the weekend, with that tropical air starting to build back in across the region. We'll talk about this more coming up in a few minutes.
Ethan, thank you. Police in Lancaster County are looking for a man charged in connection to a deadly crash that sent two vehicles plunging into the Susquehanna River last week. 23-year-old Mikhail Cotton faces several charges, including leaving the scene of an accident involving death or personal injury. Court documents show Cotton was driving one of the cars and is one of three people who left the accident scene on Water Street and Charlestown Road in Washington Borough. The woman who was killed, 20-year-old Sage Zink of Columbia, was found in a car in the river. The coroner says she drowned. Manor Township police say they're also looking for the two other people who fled, Helmer Soto Colon and Savannah McFerrin.